Hello, folks, and welcome back to True Crime Phenomenon. First, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you're not currently subscribed, please click the subscription button below. Please like the video, share when possible, and if you can, please comment below. Love getting all the comments, and I try to interact with them as much as possible. Also, I wanted you guys to take a look over at PoliceTube's video. He recently did a video on Vidlers and Ramsey suing John Mina and the Sheriff's Department for wrongful termination, and I couldn't support that cause more. I really, really believe that they were unjustly fired and let go and persecuted by the state of Florida Sheriff's Department. So please go support PoliceTube, support Fraudy International. Please go to those channels, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff there. I really appreciate what those guys do. They're a big inspiration to all of us, okay? All right, so let's get into Jeremy's origin story. All right, so this is his first arrest dating back to May of 1998. He was 18 years old. He was actually arrested, let's see, June 25th, but I believe it was May 18th, 1998 was the incident date. And this is Jeremy's very first impersonating charge. And once you go through it, it's kind of, I don't want to say funny, it's kind of sad, little funny, little sad, a little bit of everything. You know, the more I dig into Jeremy, the crazier I find him. And yeah, so I just wanted to go through the whole document with you guys. Anyhow, so we start at the beginning, and it's a felony charge right here. And it's for falsely impersonating a police officer as well as petty theft. Okay. And we're going to go down. And on May 18th, 1998, at approximately 7:35 at a mobile station, pulled up in a dark blue car, which the Cassandra Singleton thought was a Ford Taurus. And says that he attempted to pump some gas, and she noticed that he had a large blue light on the dashboard and a long antenna near the end of the trunk. Now, she thought this was possibly an undercover or unarmed police car. She noticed that he was having some difficulty activating the pump and thought that, you know, hey, this guy is most likely law enforcement. So she just went ahead and manually activated the pump. He pumped 12.11 gallons of gas, totaling $14.50. Boy, those were the days, right? Today, that would probably be, let's see, I'm in California, so it'd probably be about $70. Yep, maybe more, depending on whether or not he used premium. You know, Motor One only uses premium, okay? Now, Jeremy was wearing a badge on his belt, go figure, right? Guy never changes, that was very similar to a sheriff's star. Now, the prepaid card that he had been using had been denied, and she had told him to present another form of payment, and he said he had no other way to pay. And and then she advised that she was going to keep him there and so on. And then he said that he was a police officer and that he knew that Singleton could not hold him. So he said, I am a police officer. I know you cannot hold me. All right. And that she said that she knew a police officer would not pump gasoline, not be able to provide some type of payment. Because they get these state gas cards, right? All right. And she asked for the state gas card. And he said that he was called on the job early in the morning, that he left the house without it. Now, her initial instinct was to call the actual police, right? The actual police, not Mr. Dewitte. He's not a police officer, clearly. So she ends up calling the manager, and manager says to copy down all the personal information. They get into a little bit here. Jeremy tells the manager, you can deal with this in one of two ways. Either you can notify the police and phone this report in as a gas drive-off, in which he would merely be slapped on the hand by his supervisor, or he could allow Jeremy to return the same day at 5 o'clock and provide payment for the gas. And so the manager thought he was truly law enforcement and agreed to the latter. So basically allowed him to leave, saying that he would come back later at 5 o'clock that day. All right. Now so the attendant takes down all of his information, and he gives him this part's kind of funny to me. He gives him a work phone number. It's 424-2414. Now it says here, it should be noted that the telephone number to the Orlando Police Department complaint desk is 246-2414. So you can tell he's trying to kind of slide under the radar there. Now, this is 1998. It's not like you could just Google, you can't just Google the phone numbers. You have to actually literally go out of your way to look up the phone number. And it makes you wonder, how did Jeremy have that phone number, right? So he's obviously probably done this before, probably gotten away with it, because people don't just get caught the first time they do things, which you'll see a little bit further as we get along here, right? All right, so they had the video surveillance tape containing, his photograph and so on. Let's see. Due to his age, he is ineligible at this time to be a sworn law enforcement officer. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the age range is in the state of Florida at that time, but I assume it's probably higher than 18, because at this time he's a little over 18 in about 3-4 months. So he's been a tool all the way going back, okay? So it's not like it just started in 2015 or whenever he started getting arrested all the time. He's always been arrested. Sorry, scratch that. He's always been a tool. All right, so ineligible to be a law enforcement officer. Therefore, that claim of being a police officer was clearly false. Now, the manager waited nearly 3 weeks to report this, and because he believed that he was truly a police officer and he was expecting payment. Jeremy never came back. As of that date, he had not returned to pay. All right. So after that, they decided to press charges, and this part's funny. It should be noted that Jeremy is listed as a suspect in a similar case under OPD case number, so on. Although Blank reportedly did not claim did not claim to be a police officer in that case, he did have at-large charges filed on him for theft of gasoline from another mobile gas station. So he's done this before. I think he just figured, okay, well, if I tell them I'm a cop, they're not going to arrest me, right? I'm a police officer. All right. So then he's also listed as a witness in another case where Dewitte claimed to be employed as a security guard at the Palms Apartments. He goes on to give the address there. So, he's just dying to have something to do with law enforcement. By a hook or by a crook, he doesn't care. He wants to be seen as a authority figure. And anybody that studies anything about Jeremy Dewitte can see right through him, especially going back and reading all this stuff. I mean, 1998, what's that, 24 years ago? He hasn't changed. He's doing the exact same things, well, he's in prison right now, but up until he got arrested, was doing the exact same things, the exact same manipulations. I mean, the guy's been a grifter his whole life, and sorry I'm laughing because I'm thinking about what his stepfather yelled at him while he's getting arrested. Wait till you see this. All right. Now, Singleton remembered that he drove away. She obtained the Florida license tag number. Okay, so this part's important. So she got his tag number as he was driving away, which turns out to bite him in the butt. And I think this is what really got him caught. Now, the tag is currently registered to a blue 1990 Dodge Shadow 4-door. All right, so she thought he was driving a blue Ford Taurus. And if you remember 1998, those kind of vehicles, the Shadow and the Taurus, kind of look the same. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, so there's probable cause to charge with false impersonating of a law enforcement officer and theft. All right. And they attempted to make contact with him at his residence. Upon arriving, they saw a blue 4-door Dodge Shadow bearing the Florida tag, which is the same one that she took down. and it's parked in the driveway. Now, it bore flashing lights in the windshield and the rear window. And at this point, he's not a funeral escort. Why, Jeremy? I'd like to know why you have flashing lights in your windshield and the rear window. And they're both in strobe and rotating format. So exactly like the police officers have. I mean, it's pretty clear. On the trunk, he has 3 large metal antennas. Now, why would you have that? I mean, are you a truck driver? Are you on the CB radio, my friend? Or are you trained to look like a police officer? Now, the next part's pretty funny. The tag is a police athletic league tag. It makes me wonder, if he bought this car from an old police officer and just, this is the origins of Jeremy's authority issues. He got that little bit of authority, saw how people were looking at him as he was driving, and just got off on it. Now, upon making contact with him, he was immediately under arrest without incident. Upon placing him in handcuffs, an unknown, this is the best part, okay? An unknown white male claiming to be Jeremy's stepfather yelled from inside Blank's house, "Jeremy, you're an effing liar. You told me that Mobile was the last one." Now, I would love to know what he's talking about there. What do you mean by the last one? Is there more that we don't know about? I mean, there's obviously the Mobile before, but had there been other complaints? We just never know. Now, he initially denied any knowledge of the problem at Mobile. He later completed a sworn statement after his post-Miranda interview, admitted that he did not pay for the gasoline, has not paid since the date of the incident, and he also he admitted to displaying a gold Oviedo Police Explorer badge. Displaying it. Why would you display it if you're not a police officer? What's the point in displaying it? Unless you're trying to convey some type of authority. And this is in response to her asking for another form of payment. Why would you he admitted to this. This is an admission. He admitted, after she said, "Hey, you need another form of payment," he took out his badge and said, "Hey, I'm a cop." Now, he says that he vaguely recalled this. Vaguely recalled showing her the badge. And he said that he either identified himself as a police explorer or a police officer explorer. But he was not sure which. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think he actually said explorer? Do you think explorer ever entered into this guy's vocabulary? I don't think so. Personally, allegedly, I don't know. But I highly doubt it, knowing everything that he's done. His stepfather I want to go meet his stepfather and shake his hand, because he just keeps throwing Jeremy under the bus. The stepfather handed me Jeremy's wallet, which contained a driver's license, before I could allow the wallet to enter CBD with the, is it CBD, CBD? I don't know. With the remainder of his property. I had to search it for contraband. Upon opening the wallet, I saw that it contained a gold badge that bore the lettering Oviedo, Florida Police Explorer. It makes you wonder if you got that at some army surplus store or some police surplus store. I would not be surprised. I would actually be more shocked if he was ever an actual police explorer. That would surprise me more. Okay, so the wallet and the badge were seized and put into evidence, and let's see. Now, due to the fact that the vehicle was used during the commission of a felony, the vehicle was seized for forfeiture. All right, the vehicle could be towed, and he inventoried its condition and contents. And behind the driver's seat, on the floor, was a blue plastic box. Inside that box was an unloaded Smith & Wesson Model 686 revolver. Also in the box were 6 .38 caliber rounds and 2 speed loaders. Now, why is Jeremy driving around with a gun? That's what I want to know. Why is he driving around with a gun? He doesn't need a gun. I mean, this guy's a lunatic. Anyway, so they entered that into property. So they've got all that into custody, okay? All right, so that's the first complaint on Jeremy Dewitte. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really like his stepfather and how he threw him under the bus. That's just awesome. Anyway, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. If you have any requests for new videos, I'll be leaving Saturday for Santa Barbara. I'm going to be gone for about 5 days. So I'm trying to get in a few videos while I can. That way, just to put out some content for the weekend, and so you guys don't think I just disappeared on you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, like, share, most importantly, subscribe and comment below, because I like to read your comments. That's my favorite part. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't do anything for me if you like, share, or comment. I mean, obviously, eventually I might be monetized. I'm about 350 subscribers right now, but for right now, I'm just having fun. So I like interacting with you guys. Please keep it coming. Have a great day.